cards. Oh man, my man Spawn. My man Spawn. Let's okay, we're gonna talk about Spawn here. Give me like the background information on stats on Spawn, like the when he came out, where, all that stuff. Man, Spawn's a great character. And man, you know what? Spawn's a tough one, man. This is one of the deepest characters in the last 40 years, right? He's a very important comic book character in the Marvel area, in the modern era, not because of the character itself, because he changed the comic book industry. Like, this was sparked up by Todd McFarlane. This comes out in Spawn #1, 1992, and this matters a lot because this is at the time, you know, McFarlane was one of Marvel's brightest stars. He became famous for drawing Spider-Man and took that, you know, redefined Venom based on this, and that's kind of where Spawn comes from. So we can see, like, Venom to Spawn, it was already in his noodle, man. Like, it was already there, and this became Image Comics' like flagship character, right? The first issue sold over 1 million copies of this bad boy. Like, Spawn is iconic in ways that, like, a lot of comic books are not iconic, right? This guy really get down. So Al Simmons, right? Let's talk about Al Simmons, right? Not Russell Simmons, right? Not Run Simmons. This is the other cousin. This is Al Simmons, who is an elite government assassin and Black Ops operative. He's one of the deadliest men on Earth. Then he was betrayed, murdered by his own associates, and sent to hell. Sent to hell for some shit you did. Let's point that out. You were an assassin and a black, like, you were doing this stuff. You were in bed with these criminals, right? I mean, these dirty people, you did. So then you go to hell. Now you got to deal with it. And because you're down there, you got to deal with Malbosia, right? The ruler of one of Hell's domains. And you agree to become the Hellspawn in exchange for seeing Wanda again. I can't fault you. But it's a tragic bond. It's a classic tragic bargain that you make with the demon in the underworld that you're not going to win, right? So stop making these bargains. Just deal with your consequences sometimes, right? But he doesn't give up for that. He wants to see her again, and I can't blame it, man. Wanda was Wanda, man. Wanda was very Wanda-rific. She's aptly named Wanda. She was wonderful, right? Absolutely. But you got a problem, man. Hell don't give you no refunds, man. Hell don't even give you what they told you that they were going to give you, right? So after a while, like, you return to Earth, your wife has moved on, you're all scarred up, she's like dating your boy, you having kids and all, new dogs, like, it's tough, man. You the Hellspawn, you're burnt up, right? You know she don't want you, she's all fine and soft skin. See what your burnt up skin rubbing all over her smooth cocoa butter skin? It's never going to happen, right? So this is what it is. Like, now she became like this righteous human, and here you are with necroplasm energy and a cape and chains and armor. She doesn't want any of that, and it's all your fault. Like, I get it, man. Like, now your power set, you're just gonna have to deal with. Your power set's insane. Like, this is where Spawn like changed the game itself. Super strength, teleportation, regeneration, shapeshifting, necroplasmic energy projection, right? Summoning chains, like a living cape and living armor. Resurrection. This is all before you get any cosmic level upgrades, which you do get later, right? He's battled angels, demons, armies of hell, armies of heaven. He's battled Satan. He's battled God level beings, and his power scales just keep going up, man. Now, like, you can't, like, it's too late now. Whatever you thought you could do to handle Spawn is completely done now. Spawn's on a whole nother level. Spawn with Hollywood, his power set is just insane, right? So Spawn's different than everyone else, right? Spawn in the 90s was a little bit different. He's got mixed. He was violent, angry, he's morally conflicted, and that kind of mixed it in with, like, the horror part of it. Like, it's bad, man. It's urban mythology, it's religion. All this stuff is inked into this core about Spawn. So Spawn reveals a lot of what we think about, like, hell and stories about redemption, or is it even possible, or is it righteous punishment? Like, are you being punished for the shit that you did? Like, I kind of think, like, you were betrayed, you were murdered, you were manipulated, but you had murdered a bunch of people. You're an assassin. You don't get to do both, man. I always liked the character. I liked Al, but I'm like, yeah, dude, like, Hemi, you did do that stuff, man. Maybe your punishment was what it was supposed to be, right? Maybe that's what your punishment should have been the entire time, right? Like, you had it coming, and you just can't see it like that. And they never can see it. When they do something wrong, they can never see it. You're a damn soul, and just damn it, get over it, right? So that's who he is. Okay, so let's run the wheel. Spawn shows up at the house. Spawn shows up at my house. Do I let Spawn in? Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. without being all materialistic, right? Without being like sounding all crazy. Like, come on, man. Like, I ain't letting him in. Like, man, you look jacked up. You're all burnt up. Like, it's kind of cool. I can't. You look too much like a demon, man. You're very low. You have a very little chance of getting in the house based on your appearance. Your power. Now, this makes everything gets worse because not only do you look like that, you have the powers of somebody who would look exactly like that. You're not just powerful. You're one of those powerful characters that like exist. Like, and your connection to hell. Like, come on, demonic magic. I don't want any parts of that. Like, I do not. The fact that you're a 10 out of 10 on the plus code on power charts does not help you to get into my house. Like, you look destructive. I can't imagine like you smell good. Nobody talks about this, but what does Spawn actually smell like? Because I know you don't do bathe, right? I know your skin's all burnt up. You haven't bathed or put any, antiseptic. Maybe you just burned it off with Hellfire. But I can't imagine that Hellfire smells good either. So that's kind of what we're dealing with Spawn. There's a lot of like, red flags. If you don't identify this is a red flag, I don't know what you would ever see as a red flag. So yeah, this is a person you got to deal with. Now, character wise, definitely a flawed character, angry, traumatized, all this stuff. But yeah, he's nice to children. He's nice to children, vulnerable people, the forgotten. But you killed a lot of innocent people. So character wise, I don't know, Spawn. You seem like it sometimes, but I can't forget your past. I can't forget the stuff that you've done. So character, it's more questionable, right? Now, what's your motive here? This is crucial because he doesn't make social calls. If he shows up, I'm already in danger. I'm only hoping you're here to help me get out of the danger. Like, it's crucial to you to save my life. If that's the case, and you have good intentions, I can work with you, right? The best case scenario is like he becomes a protector because he does do that for people. He does the people that he likes, and he gets to be very protective of those people. So I don't have a problem with that. So that could be the scenario with him. It's a very powerful deterrent against anybody coming at me. The worst case scenario is now a Malblosia is showing up over here, and I got duty that I got to do too. Like, now I also work down there through proxy, and I don't want any part. I don't want the hellish world even knowing about me. So if Spawn shows up at the crib, do I let Spawn in? Yes, but absolutely reluctantly, right? Like, that's how it's going to go down. It's going to go down very, very reluctantly, right? So that's the scenario with Spawn. So that's it. I'm gonna wrap up a bit later. I'm gonna wrap up now. We talked about a lot. I really went through Sentry, the new character. I'm going to be back later on. I talked about Sentry in detail. There's a lot of good info on Sentry. I did a couple of like, would you allow them in? And I'll be back later to talk about some precious metal, right? I'm going to talk about Valerian Steel. So if you're into Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, this will be right up your